Hello, my name is Rachel, and I'm being called to make these messages. This message is about self healing. Wherever you may be, if you're not healed, or you don't even realize that you need to be healed, or you're in a bad relationship, or you're in a good relationship, it is you are a direct reflection of who raised you, what raised you. You, in turn, are for your children a reflection. My point about this is that wherever you are in your healing journey, if you're trying to heal or not, if you're receptive to healing yourself, to getting closer to God, and you're looking for help in which to do those things so that you have a stronger family, or you yourself can give that to your children. It's super important. The reason being is because, well, your children are looking at you and they're reflecting what you teach them. They see in you what they know and what they're looking up to, they respect, they love, good or bad. They love you, whether you know it or not. They love you, and they are mirrors of you. And what you want is, you want to have a happy child. You want to offer a good life to that baby. You want to be healed. You want to be devoting that time to that baby in that way. Or you're still in wanting to start a family. You want to be in that frame of mind, in that way of thinking in terms of consciousness. And because ultimately the result is what you give back, and that's what you're giving back to your children. I myself, I can speak on these terms, on these types of situations, because I've gone through them myself. Not just one time, but other times as well. Some were very clearly just mistakes, and you have to walk away. Some are mistakes, but have a lot of potential, and you want to go towards that and make it into something much better. And some, quite clearly, you know are healthy, and you're probably not going towards them because you're not healthy. You're not in that frame of mind, but you should. You should be going towards them. But of course, you're looking towards what's comfortable, what's home. My point being is that we are showing this to our children, and our children are unnatural at looking up to you and loving you, male or female, and they want that type of, whether it's good or bad, they want that same type of life. They want to be loved. They want someone who loves them. It doesn't matter in what capacity. If you're living your life right, they want that life too. They want that love too. Whatever you feed into your children, this is what they want too. So, if, for example, you have a really tumultuous, traumatic, vindictive, violent, manipulative type of a relationship, this is where you have your family. This is where you started your foundation. This doesn't end well for you. It doesn't end well for your children. So you need to really self-reflect If you want something better in your life, you're looking to connect better with God, that this is important to you. Of course, this is something, this type of healing is important for you in order to connect to God and for yourself, that enrichment, that love, that deep connection of love. It is achievable. And the second part is of loving yourself and knowing that it is achievable. Because ultimately, wanting to heal yourself is about loving yourself. Being able to love yourself is really, really important and really key, because you will want to heal yourself. And once you do this in that respect, you will ultimately want this type of healing for yourself, because it's super important. And the reason it would be super important is because you are the reflection of your children. Your children are the reflection of you. And once you are healed, once you're feeling the goodness, the happiness, and you're open to receiving this type of healing and opening yourself up to this type of connection to God and your spiritual healing, and you are ready to take a deeper look into yourself, if you can do that and you're ready to do that, I can help you. If you're not, and if you're still thinking about, you don't even know where you're at yet, but you know you need healing, and you know you need to get to that place where you're ready to heal, and you get there, and you want some more help, and you need some guidance, I'll be glad to do that. I am coming from a long line of relationships, a long line of my faith in God, my faith in life and love itself, and loving myself in the midst of all of this, because I am important. I'm important to God, and every one of us is important, and we're all worth it, and we're all loved by God, and He wants us at our best. And if you're in this position and you want help, spiritual help is the basis of the whole thing. So if you're looking for that type of healing and help, I have listed my information below, and if you would like that type of help, I'd be glad to do that, happy to do that. Eventually, you'll be in a better state of mind, where you will be knowing the red flags and knowing the green flags. And then you in turn will be able to teach this to your children, so that not only does it change their mindset, but it also changed the fact that I want better for myself, just like my mom did, just like my dad did. I want to be loved right. I want to be cared for right. I want to be respected right. A lot of times what we do is we end up in comfort relationships, and even if we see cheating, even if we see disrespect, even if we catch it all the time, or we catch the violence, or just the mental health part, that creeps out daily, and you're just like, what am I doing here? um, I've been through that, and I know that I know that very well. I've lived it. But the point of going through all of this mess is also the coming to the realization that I made this choice. I can make this choice to get out. Also, there's the good and the bad about the whole thing too, because I made this choice to start a family with this person. My children are seeing this. They didn't make the choice to be in this relationship. I did. And that is a guilt that I've dealt with, I've gone through. It creeps in, because I'm not perfect. I love my kids, and I want them to have everything that I can give to them spiritually. I try to feed them as much as I can, mentally, consciously, because the more I feed them, the more enriched they are with the knowledge of knowing that they can have better, that they know it's out there for them. Because I chose that relationship. They didn't. And they're having to pay for it because they're there having to deal with all the different aspects of that person and how they're behaving with you. The disrespect, abuse, the malice, the violence, the neglect, all of that. They're seeing it. They're seeing it. And that's a hard look in the mirror. If you can't see that in your kids, that's a hard look in the mirror, because they're looking at what you're looking at. And that's what they're going to be saying. That's home. I recognize that. I'm going to be in a relationship with that person. And that's the thing, is that that's heartbreaking. It's serious. It's white knuckle serious. Scare you to your bone. Chilling. The most awful nightmare that I could ever have. Repairing that and helping that and going along the way on trying to show your children that this is not the way to go, that there's healthier choices, there's healthier people that are out there that are healthy, or they have gone through the business of healing themselves. They've loved themselves enough to heal themselves, or they know that God loves them enough for them to heal themselves, to know that they are worthy of every single thing of this world, of his love, of your own love. So this is the service that I'm providing. This is a very real issue that is coming up, and it's time to cut the links, start a new way of going up on the stairway. It's time. It's time to get yourself back to health. It's time to help other people, to get them to health, mentally, physically, emotionally, mind, body, spirit, and quite honestly, a real connection to God in your consciousness of that with God. Because, like I said, you have to be receptive, but because it is so important to know that you're important and to know that God loves you, and that because of that, everything bit valued, important to him. So you need to think in those terms for yourself, for your relationship, for your children. Not that you value them, not that other people value you or them, your children, but that you recognize that within yourself, and that you want to give that to yourself and to your children, because ultimately, once you're healing yourself, you're healing your family, you're healing your children, because they so desperately need it. Because if you've been through something the way I have, they have too. And it's important. You're important. Your children are important. Every single, I mean, you gotta, while you're busy having to defend yourself and, block this person that just was not the good person, that was mentally not stable, the person that was always starting the problems, mentally not there. And, maybe you don't even know it was you, and it was you. This all goes back to your children. It all goes back to your children and how they deal with it, because that's the health that you're wanting to give. Get yourself healthy, you get your kids healthy. It's important. And it's not just like, and you have to really think in terms of like you are something important and beautiful to God, because if you don't heal yourself, you cannot heal your children, and your children are looking at you thinking, okay, what's wrong? You have to want that for yourself. You have to know, an inner knowing that you are important, that you're beautiful, that you're healthy, that you need this type of help, And when you're ready to be at that point, and you're willing to accept, God and your life in this way, that's just the start. And small steps get you where you want to go. Small steps. So I've put my information down below. Please contact me so that I can help you in any which way. Well, not any which way, but in terms of my services, I'd be glad to help you. Thank you so much. Take care.